Hello and welcome back to a new video. In this video today we're going to look at all the cool toys I found at the Bristol Carboot sale. So here's lot one. When I entered the Carboot sale, I was actually selling today because I'm trying to make money for a renting deposit. We're trying to get £3,000, so we thought we would sell at the Carboot sale today and try to see if we can make a little bit of money towards it. Fortunately, the Carboot sale was great in terms of buying, but selling was very poor. But what's cool is I literally was in the car waiting to pull out, like to get out, and then my partner Jess said just get out and go, because she knows how excited I get when I go to car boot sales. But basically I saw this Dalek on the store. Now these are the remote control Daleks. They're about 12 inches. They're very cool. Same sort of scales like an Action Man, if you will. And I ran up to the store and I saw this, which is a really cool Cyberman cookie jar, and then this, which is K9 the dog. Now I have K9 the dog already, but mine's in poor condition. This one looks much better. Mine works, and let's see if this one works. And what I might do is I might sell the worst one, keep the best one for myself, really, because I do love this. So I went to the chat. Chat was so good, nice. I said to him, how much for that? How much more for this? How much more for that? And he said these go for like 40 to 50. These go for 40 to 50 on eBay, and these go for about 25, 30 quid or something like that. I was like, okay, so he's going to want like 50 quid for the lot, basically. And he said, well, call that one there 9. I want 6 on that one, and you can have that one for free. And I was like, I can't believe it, 18 quid. I just give him £20. I said to him, I'll give you 20, because it was so much more simple. I couldn't believe it, 20 quid. Now, I do love Doctor Who, and me and my partner were discussing whether to keep this or not. This is a cookie jar of a Cyberman. It's got a little bit of damage to it, so it's not like it's mint condition. But yeah, it's rich. It's like this. It's a classic Cyberman from like, is it an Invasion back in the 60s, or Silver Nemesis, whatever it is from the 80s. Yeah, really cool. But when I looked online for these things, guys, actually, this one here goes to about 60, 70 quid. The guy was right. And that one there is a good easy 45 to 50 pound. That's more of a modern Dalek. So the guy was right with his prices. And I was, to be honest, I'm pretty shocked he said yes to all. But this was just as we were walking in. So I had to literally go and I carried these two to the back of the car, set up my stand and my stool with Jess. And then she went off and, so I went off and then went looking more. The funny thing was I left that with the guy, so I said to him, it's physically I couldn't carry everything. But as I was looking to find the guy, I found this. I literally just found another Dalek. I was walking back to pick up this Dalek from the chap I paid money for, and this was on somebody's stall, and it was on a stall where it's a load of women, and they looked like they've mums raising money for some kind of club. And I was like, whoa, how much are they going to want for that? I'm thinking they're going to want 25, 30 pounds. It was £5, guys, £5. She said it all works. The controller's in there. So it's pretty much like, even though it's in box, it's kind of like what you would sell it as a loose Dalek, basically. But I cannot believe it. I just couldn't believe that this was £5. And it was on the way back to me picking that up. It makes no sense. It's just like, somebody was saying, yes, you need to buy this. So I literally was like, here you go, here's the money. £5, that's perfect. I don't even care if it's broken, I'll get money on it. I've sold this one before, and I got about £40 for him loose with his remote control, and that was about 5 years ago. So £5 for 2 Daleks, and well, not £5 for 2 Daleks, but £5 and £25 just for this here. And guys, this is not even the best thing I found today, which I'll keep to the end and I'll show you at the end. Here's some more stuff I found. So I found these 3 large Star Wars figures. Now I used to collect vintage Star Wars. I never was a massive vintage Star Wars collector, in the sense that I never paid up for things. I always just waited to find things at car boot sales. And with Star Wars, it's very popular. You find it quite often. This is modern. These are not like the 12-inch figures you can get in the normal range. These are a bit weird. They're basically like action figures that move in some ways, like the arms and legs move. When you press the buttons,
I got a bad feeling about this.
It plays the soundtrack from the film, which is really cool. Now there was 4 figures. There was Darth Vader. I paid £5 for the lot, but Darth Vader had his lightsaber snapped off. So I put it on my stall during the actual car boot sale and sold that for like £1 or something. So these really only owe me £4. Now I was thinking, with a lot of modern Star Wars is absolutely rubbish. You just can't give it away because it's overproduced, poorly produced now by Hasbro, and they're just rubbish. But these are really cool. Boba Fett looks really good. Apart from this little antenna going back, he looks really smart. You press buttons on the...
He's no good to me, dead.
And they just sound really cool. I've looked these up online. They're going up and up in price, basically. Box, you're looking at like £40 to £50 each now. Loose, they're about 25 quid each. So they're pretty good condition, just need to wipe over it and they're done. That's a really cool thing to find. I'm doing a show soon. I might just take them to the show. They're really cool. If not, they're great for eBay. They all work, they're all clean. That was great. So that basically, if I sell these now, it pays for my store today, which I think is quite cool. Now, let's look at the more things I found. So I went to another store and this lady had this on sale. This is a kind of like Avengers, Captain America, Marvel Legends figure. It comes with his shield. If they didn't have the shield, I wouldn't have picked it up. He's in pretty nice condition. I've had him multiple times. He's probably the most easiest Captain America to find. But, you know, I might put him on my toy show for a £5, but he was 20p, so it's not a bad deal. Then the guy who was selling trading cards, great guy. I bought off him multiple times over the 8 years. I collect football cards and sports cards, and so I paid like, well, I think I paid £15 for all of this. So lots of like football stickers, movie stars, there's some Disney stuff in here, some stickers from like the 80s. Some cards are from like the 1920s, I think it is. Nothing majorly special in there. In this tin though, there's what's called Ogden's cards. These are all given away in cigarette packets and packets of like, what's it called? What do you call it? The stuff you roll up to make a cigarette, basically. Those on their own, I think I can get about £25 for. The rest of this, I'm going to pick out one or two things that I like and then cheap on eBay for £10 to get rid of it, kind of thing. But the reason why I came to the store again, I cannot believe that I came back about 4 hours. 4 hours after the store was open. And this was just sat there for £3. An original 1970s Mego Spock in really good condition. Like, he doesn't have any kind of like a bit of weird yellowing on the back. There's no tears, no scratches. He's not like flimsy at all. These Mega Spocks, they were reproduced, but this is the original one. Oh, it's just so cool for the price. I couldn't believe it, £3. I do collect the Mego Star Trek line. I pick up ones I need every now and then when I see them. So I might just do a bit of swapping around and see if I got, you know, get the inferior one, and then I'll put that one on probably on eBay for sale. Make some money back. But that was that. And then part of that deal, I also got this model kit. I've been finding these Airfix model kits a lot recently. Double check what's inside, because that's the most important thing. Because you don't want to like have like a boat inside a plane, if you know what I mean. But that looks like it's all there. Not mega money on that one. That could be worth, I think that's only worth maybe £7 or £8, but still pretty cool. And then this one here, this is more of a Tamiya model. These are always much better. Very popular. The British Universal Carrier. I haven't actually looked inside it yet, but there you go. It's like it's not even done. So all that, I think, came to £15, which is not a bad deal at all, is it? So my day's gone quite well, guys, as you can tell. Let me show you what else I found. So I also found this Sindy dressing table. This was £3 basically. So it's by Pedigree, who make Tommy Gunn, I think. They also make that really cool Captain Scarlet Tommy Gunn figure as well. Usually with Sindy stuff, I would say avoid, because the box stuff just does not sell. You won't even be able to get 15 quid for it. But this one looks like it does sell for about 25 quid. So that's a quick little flip. It's quite cool. It's vintage. It's in nice condition. That look great on the stall when I do my shows. So I'm glad to get that from the same guy, guys. Same guy. I got this. Now this is the big one. This is the Dalek Action Paint and Puzzle book from the BBC, or by arrangement by the BBC. So Terry Nation, who own the rights to the Daleks, if you didn't know, in the 60s, the Dalek BBC show was on from 63 up to like 89. But they also did 2 movies in 66, I think, and 68. This is from the first movie. Terry Nation, who created the Daleks, basically wanted to make movies and spin-offs with the Daleks all the time. And he was constantly trying to sell it. And so, yeah, they made 2 movies, and it's kind of like, it's not really canon, so it's kind of like, it is officially a Doctor Who movie, but the Doctor is not like the Doctor we really know. They have a TARDIS and everything, but it's very different. But anyway, the Daleks are great in this. With Doctor Who stuff, in the 70s, late 70s and 80s, and modern times, as you can tell, they produced lots of this stuff, lots of mass-produced stuff. But in the 60s, there wasn't actually a mega amount of stuff out there. There was a few books, there's a few, Marx did a few toys, and there's like Rollerkins as well, which are like mini Daleks. But this was something you could pick up. Now, with most Dalek stuff, there's a bit of money in it, especially the earlier the better. But I think this is worth a lot of money. I mean, a hell of a lot of money. I'm thinking about putting this on eBay for about 300 quid. Sounds strange, but it's original. It's in relatively good condition for what it is. It's a colouring and activity book, basically. It's got UFOs and spacemen in it and Daleks in it. But it's got a bit of writing in it. People have done relatively nice bit of work on it, whoever owned this originally. Now you might be thinking, why am I going to put this up for 400 quid? Well, the reason why is because these Dalek books are really rare. This one is not on eBay for sale, and it's not been one that's sold in the last 90 days on eBay. They rarely ever come up. When you Google them, they're very hard to find any information about this. It's so rare that they produced a reproduction of this one a couple of years back, and because fans just can't get hold of it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that because it's rare, it's going to be for a lot of money, but actually demand is there. Some of the Dalek books, the really nice ones, sell for hundreds and hundreds of pounds. So start at 300. If nobody wants it, I'll just lower the price until I get a buyer on it, really. It's really cool. It's basically, as I said, like it's just a colouring book and an activity book for kids. There's a bit of a comic book to it. Most of the stuff is nothing to do with actually Doctor Who. Like, it's Daleks making dinner for people. There's a cow, spaceman outfit, Daleks being blasted, a donkey. But very cool. If you're a Dalek collector, this is something you're desperately going to need in your collection because it's so rare. Yeah, so for somebody who's been desperately trying to get as much money as they can to get that deposit, on the renting deposit, which I think is about £3,000 is what we need, this will help out massively. Like, absolutely massively. I mean, I'm thinking I could probably get at least 100 just for those 3. Then these here, this is probably 100 minimum, maybe 200. That stuff there, maybe 50 at the most if I can push it. So that's looking, what's that, 250, 300 maybe at the post. And that's got to be worth 200 minimum. I'm going to try 300, so it's going to be only £500 worth of stuff here, guys. And I paid £50. Yeah, amazingly happy with that. Guys, please leave a like and a comment on what your favourite toy I found today is. If you know anything about these toys, what they sell for, or anything to do with this book, please tell me. I would love to know. As always, guys, thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. Stay safe, and most importantly, happy hunting.